for us it was not the challenge, will this work or not? It was clearly we have to deliver.
We were forcing our team into thinking out of the box, doing things they have never ever thought before.
It's like creating a big video game or something like that.
Accepting failures, accepting downsides, and never give up.
The Future Truck was introduced as the Future Truck 2025, and most of this technology is now in the truck. And if I see this correctly, we are in 2018 now. That is pretty cool, isn't it?
You can program the software at your desk and be successful, but if it comes to the real drive in Papenburg in March, so that was a real challenge and a big success for the team, because then we knew, yes, we can have a success. The most important detail I'm looking back is the automated driving, because it was not only an idea from advanced engineering, but we followed all that process from the advanced engineering phase to the engineering phase. We had a very close cooperation with our colleagues from product engineering, and seeing that ready for production, that's the real big thing.
Before, our job was to create sculpture, to sketch and so on, and all of that also still takes place. But now we are focusing so much on the user experience. So what is really my interaction with the truck? The focus for the moment is not the exterior, it's really the interaction. When you open the door, on first view you see a completely different vehicle. It's a digital animal. The Future Truck, we had already the two displays, and that is exactly, that was a promise, and that is the promise we kept. So far you think about a multi-ton transportation piece, heavy steel mechanics, and all of a sudden it's a smartphone on wheels.
We started something that nobody has ever done before. And when you start that, you have to start with creativity, really going into those crazy ideas. Over time of that project, you had to come to a point where you said, now the concept is fixed. Now we have to go into implementation. Now we have to get it stable and mature enough to hand it over to our customers. And finally, if you see the final product and you see how well received it is by people who've seen it for the first time, this is what really makes you proud and happy to see.
Realizing that we are doing more and more to assist our drivers, we also want them to be able to handle that easily. And we figured that the old way of running this HMI was getting to its limits. So that was the reason why, for our customers, we decided to take this revolutionary step and to bring it into a completely new environment, but to make it also more intuitive and more easy to handle. The coolest thing for me actually was this team spirit. And this was really an overwhelming experience, how devoted people are to this product and how they really spend their heart blood to make this work and to get really cool solutions implemented.
We did bring forward the key innovations from the Future Truck in our way. It is now optimized in the way that we can bring it in serious production, that we getting the highest customer value out of it. We were going new ways with this new Actros in the organization, in the processes, and also in the mindset. You definitely need the right people, you need different people, and you need to bring the traditional old world, like rubber and steel, together with the digital nerds. Yeah, and this was the biggest challenge for us, to get those different characters in a team and bringing them together and getting a common understanding. Everyone talks, one delivers, our new Actros.
Cool, isn't it? I think it's more than cool. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, it's really a special day for Mercedes-Benz Trucks. The reason is right behind me, our new Mercedes-Benz Actros. Many of you were with us back in 2014 when we presented the Future Truck 2025. Also at IAA, also in a hangar, and also featuring many technologies that were truly visionary. Technologies the world had never seen before, like MirrorCam, a totally different driver cockpit, and of course, automated driving. Thinking back, it still gives me goosebumps, and since I'm an engineer, that's really something. The Future Truck literally inspired the whole world. Of course, that feedback motivated us, energized us. Encouraged, we went straight to work, striving for serious production. Our team spent countless hours in the laboratory, in secure areas, and drove over millions of test kilometers. And now it's arrived. The future is here. 4 years after presenting the vision of the Future Truck to the world, we are introducing a serious production truck with many of the advanced features we realized back then. First and foremost, particularly automated driving. We are introducing the truck of the future, the most modern truck in the world, our new Mercedes-Benz Actros. We packed this truck with more than 60 new features, including numerous intelligent assistance systems. Among them are 4 world premieres we are introducing as industry pioneers, each of them transforming our vision of the future truck into reality on the road. Each of them adding up to more fuel efficiency, more safety, more uptime, and more comfort for our drivers. Let's start in the driver's seat. Our first world premiere is the multimedia cockpit. The name says it all. We digitalized the cockpit instead of switches and buttons. There are just 2 large screens to work with. One of them has a very intuitive touch function. All for the functions the driver needs for his work are controllable via these displays: infotainment and telephone, navigation system, information on the load and trailer, messages from various assistance systems, information from the dispatcher, and much more. In fact, dealing with this truck is as easy as using a smartphone. See on the screen the similarities to our future truck. Many ideas from 2014 came to life in this cockpit. To us, this interior is truly one of a kind. Let's look at our world premiere number 2. We are bringing partially automated driving into series production. Thanks to Active Drive Assist, the new Actros can maintain its lane and drive curves independently at all speeds. And we are the first ones to do so in our industry. It has an important step to support the driver, especially on monotonous long-distance routes and in annoying traffic jams. But as we are still in partly automated mode, he still has his hands on the steering wheel and always. What's more, even if Active Drive Assist is deactivated, active lane holding is retained. If the truck accidentally leaves the lane due to crosswinds, for example, Active Drive Assist interrupts and independently steers it back. Doing so, it significantly reduces the risk of serious accidents and caused by accidentally leaving the lane. That is a huge step forward in terms of safety. Let's talk about the world premiere number 3. Active Brake Assist 5. This system can respond to vulnerable pedestrians with emergency braking. whether they are running in front of the truck, coming into the truck, or suddenly crossing the road. It's anything but trivial. It requires a lot of system intelligence. Accordingly, we are proud to be the only manufacturer in the industry to offer this function. And by the way, that's also true for monitoring the blind spot of our trucks. It goes without saying that this feature, which we call Safeguard Assist, is also available on the new Actros. And last but not least, our fourth world premiere, MirrorCam. Briefly said, in the new Actros, we are abolishing the exterior mirrors and introducing MirrorCam in their place. Again, we are the first manufacturer in our industry to do so. Again, we are doing what we envisioned in our future truck 2025. As you can see, the exterior cameras of MirrorCam are hardly visible. That's the key advantage. The driver has much better all-around visibility, thus we provide more safety. In the interior, he can see exactly what the exterior cameras are catching via 2 displays. And he sees even more. Digital helplines offer additional orientations in different driving functions, such as reversing or steering to a loading ramp. Plus, our MirrorCam helps to save fuel. That's because the air resistance is significantly lower than with conventional mirrors. Speaking of fuel efficiency, when we sum up the effects of our MirrorCam with those of other assistance systems, like our improved predictive powertrain control, the new Actros consumes less fuel than its predecessor. It uses up to 3% less in long-distance traffic and up to 5% on interurban routes. These savings weren't easy to achieve because our vehicles are already very efficient today. Ladies and gentlemen, I could go on much longer about our new Actros. Just a few more highlights. The integration of Fleetboard, the new feature of Mercedes-Benz Uptime, and the new electronic parking brake. But we will leave all other details to the workshops you will attend this afternoon. Let me quickly sum it up for all of you. The new Actros comes with many new features. Most of these features are inner values, be it the multimedia cockpit or our all-new assistance systems. We can't see these from the outside, yet we all know those inner values are what really matters, what makes the difference. At Mercedes-Benz Trucks, we are convinced this new Actros will make a difference to our customers, to our truck drivers, and our society. It will make their world and their work much better. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind you of something we said back in 2014. At Mercedes-Benz Trucks, we are not only thinking about the future, we are creating it. That's why we have been and always will be the leader in the truck industry. Now, it's enough talk. We can't wait to get your feedback after you experience our new Mercedes-Benz Actros. So let's get started. Thank you very much.